I. All right. Well, we're back on part 2 and just studying up again. Anyway, don't judge me. This is part 2 of episode 2 of the Wrestling Revolution. I'm glad you're still here, and we're going to do WWE Superstars now, where it was the debut of Tyler Rex, who took on the woo guy, Zack Ryder, and it was a decent match. Tyler Rex, could be a decent mid-card on like a SmackDown, program. But he falls victim to the Zack attack, and Zack Ryder gets the win. You know it. All right, no more Zack Ryder catchphrases this week, I think. Anyway, main event: CM Punk one-on-one with Edge, the biggest main event in WWE Superstars history, and it ends with CM Punk forfeiting to Edge. Really? CM Punk with the eye injury, Edge breaks the eye, CM Punk has to forfeit the contest? It's different, but I don't really see the point of this. I mean, if this is the way they're going to build CM Punk as a heel, you're making him look like a pansy, not a heel. Whatever. It was a decent match before that, though. CM Punk and Edge usually have good chemistry. It was a good match until the feigning of the eye injury. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow night on SmackDown. Actually, it'd be tonight on SmackDown. Whatever. I'm out of it. You caught me studying over there and whatever. Impact last night. We had the number 1 contenders tag team title fight. It was Team 3D against the Main Event Mafia. Thanks to the British invasion, the Main Event Mafia advances to face Beer Money Incorporated at Victory Road for the World Tag Team titles. And then, as ordered by Dr. Stevie, the 6'8" Monster Abyss must go back to therapy. He captured Lauren last week, and they need to just build a match for these two. But they kind of pushed Raven to the side. Raven's out of the picture now. So, in my opinion, at Victory Road it'll be Abyss, Dr. Stevie, and I have a feeling there's going to be a taser stipulation somehow. It'll be the shock treatment match, But, it's a decent feud actually, but moving on. Main event. Tag for the title, Jeff Jarrett and AJ Styles took on Main Event Mafia members Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. Entertaining tag team matchup. Jeff Jarrett passes out from the pain at the end of the ankle lock. He was in the ankle lock for a long time, actually. And, at the end of the matchup, Mafia looks to do more damage. AJ comes out, tries to defend Jeff Jarrett, then gets mugged by the Mafia. Sting appears from the blackout and takes the World Heavyweight title. So, to me, it seems like we're going to see Sting and Kurt Angle collide for the World Heavyweight title. But I got a feeling it's not going to actually collide until Bound for Glory. That might be their match at Bound for Glory. Everybody's thinking AJ may be the number 1 contender at Bound for Glory, so it'll be either Sting or AJ. They're the two good guys, really colliding with the Main Event Mafia. But Mick Foley will return to the Impact next week. And remember, Mick Foley is the number 1 contender at Victory Road. It'll be Kurt Angle, Mick Foley. No matter what Sting or AJ Styles does, it's Mick Foley, Kurt Angle for the world title at Victory Road. And it is time for your questions. My favorite part of the show, actually. Keep sending in questions. I only got 4 questions this week, but I actually like all 4 questions. They're different, but they're good. I like them. Our first one is from Rest in Peace 24/7. He asked, what do you think of the feud between Mick Foley and Jeff Jarrett? I actually, I like the feud. It's a power feud, a power struggle, but I think it's taking too long to build. They need to really, just get it over with. But, knowing TNA, they're going to build it to Bound for Glory. So they're going to do everything they can to stretch this thing out. With the Mick Foley title shot, it kind of delays it for a month. So we'll see in a month. We'll see in the next couple of months how this thing builds towards Bound for Glory in October. But look for Jeff Jarrett and Mick Foley to feud at Bound for Glory for that shareholder spot. It'll be one of the main events. It'll be a good match. And we got from the BYW station, what do you think of the current TNA product? I honestly like the TNA product. They've got a lot of the big name stars like WWE, but they remind me of a WCW. But they have the high flying X Division guys. They've got women that can wrestle. They've got hardcore talent. They've got power struggle there, and it's separate from the world title at parts. The main event Mafia dominating. They're expanding out, so there's more to watch. Everybody's gonna have something they can watch on TNA. But the one thing I really don't like, they've got a great tag division. They have 10 or 11 teams in the tag division that are legitimate teams that can wrestle. The one thing I really don't like is the X Division Championship being overshadowed by the Suicide Mask angle. Both are, Suicide, the Mask angle, it's a cool angle with, the X Division teaming up on him. But the X Division Championship has been shadowed a little bit by this angle. And I think they really need to, take the title off of Suicide. And, really just make the X Division more important with the championship. And they have Amazing Red, who's, not in this feud. They've got Brutus Magnus. They've got Daniels. They've got Homicide. They've got, the X Division guys, like Shark Boy even. They've got guys who aren't in this Suicide feud that can wrestle for the X Division. They can have, 2 X Division matches on a show. Which will people pay to see? They pay to see the X Division. Darth Vader 163 asks, who are your favorite wrestlers and moves? For moves, I'm really not, going to pick favorite moves. Because one guy can do a move really well. The other guy over here can do the move really terribly. Moves are, hard to pick. But I will pick my favorite wrestlers. I'm not going to do indie because there's a lot of indie guys, They got Bryan Danielson. You got Johnny Gargano from right here in Ohio. Matt Cross from here in Ohio. Austin Aries, a lot of different guys I can pick. But, I'll do top 5 for WWE and TNA. WWE, got to go Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels fan. I'm going to pick Legacy as a unit. Orton, DiBiase, and Rhodes. Because DiBiase and Rhodes are future, they're future champions. It's obvious. Orton, the top guy right now. I don't like Orton's promos. But, Legacy as a unit, it works. I'm going to go Zack Ryder, actually. I'm going to go Zack Ryder because Zack Ryder, it could be, a mid-card heel. If he got moved over to, like, SmackDown or Raw, he could be the mid-card champion heel that people pay to see get the crap kicked out of him. That's just how Zack Ryder is. He's the obnoxious, almost like a tool. I'd probably want to go with, I got 2 more. I'm actually going to say Dolph Ziggler because Dolph Ziggler is like a Zack Ryder. Both charismatic, can wrestle, and they're good heels. And my final pick, I got to go Edge. Edge, every time he wrestles, knocks it out of the park. It's out of the park every time. TNA, AJ Styles, hands down. Sting, I'm a huge Sting fan. Beer Money Incorporated, a great tag team. Beer Money, a great team. Kurt Angle, I've always been a Kurt Angle fan. Great wrestler. And I'm going to go Amazing Red. Amazing Red, I've watched him since, TNA debuted on FSN. I've been a fan of Amazing Red. Final question of the week is Vincent31. How long do you think they will keep the Orton Triple H feud going? Hopefully not very long, Vincent. It's gotten dry, stale, but it'll probably go to SummerSlam. Triple H and Orton at SummerSlam for the belt. That'll be the collision, probably in the cell at SummerSlam. But, well, I think that's all the time I've got for this week. Thank you for all the questions, guys. And until next week, I probably will hit SmackDown up next week because, this weekend's Red White, it's Red, White, and Boom here in Columbus. It's 4th of July weekend. Have a good, safe weekend, everybody. I will see you next week on the Wrestling Revolution. And remember to keep asking me questions. Send anything you want. I'll answer them just like I did this week. For the Wrestling Revolution, it's Jared Judy. Until episode 3, I will see you